This is D2-1 by cadets Andy Davidson and Sam Johnson. So let's start off by taking a look at the dashboard that the user requested. This is their design that we incorporated along with a cool gray and blue design that has a very appealing, attractive style. So first off, this works by they will to sort by COCOM, country, or lat long. If they choose by COCOM, they have to select which COCOM, let's say AFRICOM, and then they would do their time frame. If they'd like to select by country, they'd select the country. If they'd select by lat long, then they'd input a latitude, longitude, and a distance for which they'd like to sort by. And all of this, like I said, requires a date to filter their data. So let's do an example for each. We'll start off COCOM. Let's do AFRICOM. We filter that, and this relevant data then goes to my data. As we can see, all of these countries are in the AFRICOM all the way down here. And if we go all the way to the left, we can see it goes from 1970 all the way down to, let's see, all the way down to 1980. A little too far. There it is. So that's for COCOM. Now if we want to go by country, we'd sort by, let's say, United States. Let's filter it. Same my data sheet now, but instead of sorted by country, and 1970 all the way down to 1980. And let's say if we'd like to go by lat long, we'd input lat long distance and that time frame, and we filter it. And this data goes into your data this time after it loads. There we go. This goes into your data. Here it is. And as you see, all these distances are below 7,000, so these are within 7,000 kilometers from that lat long. Now we'll go into coding. This is our VBA coding. We'll start from the top. Get distance is basically a function that gets the distance and between the 2 points, and then what we end up doing is we compare that distance to see if it's within the inputted distance, and if it is, then we include those data points. This function is called copy my area, which is the main function for the lat long. What it does is it takes your latitude and longitude from your inputted, and what it does is it compares the two, as I stated before, and if it's within that max distance, as you see right here, if it's within that, then it copies it and then filters it. So that brings only the data within that certain max distance. Next is prep data, which just copies the formulas and pastes it back in as raw data. Next is fill date, which basically does the same thing but with dates. It copies the date format and puts it back in as raw data. Fill COCOM, same thing with COCOMs. Copy country. So how this is set up is it takes the country that you input and also your start and end date. It finds it through your values, and then what it does is it copies all of it and then filters it by country and if it's within the date, and then it pastes these filtered dates in your my data function. Copy COCOM is very similar, except instead of a country, it's a COCOM now. So it takes in the COCOM, takes in your start and end date, and then down here it copies it, pastes it, and filters it. Let's see, where is it? It's right here. It filters it between if it's equal to the same COCOM. So AFRICOM, if it's AFRICOM, that means it sorts it, and then it pastes the data. And finally, sort data. This is our choice button, and what it does is if you choose the first one, copy COCOM. If you choose COCOM, then it runs the function copy COCOM. If you choose country, it runs the function copy country, so it runs that specific function, and then copy my area is if you do the third option. So that's the code to make this run. Let's go back to the dashboard. So this dashboard is what the client requested, and so you're able to sort by COCOM, country, lat long, and it gives you relevant data based on your inputs. Below this is where we will then include our charts, which are soon to come, and then the client will have their full package done.